Hey everybody, welcome to T-Word Cooks. I appreciate you joining. Folks, today we're going to load up the Weber Smokey Mountain. I got some pork, some beef, some chicken. We're multi-level cooking. Gonna be great. Hope y'all stick around.
T-Roy's chilling in the backyard grilling, cooking up some barbecue for you. T-Roy's chilling in the backyard grilling, showing you that you can cook it too. Always with a beer or whiskey, but he cooks responsibly.
Alright guys, I was fixing to load up my Weber Smokey Mountain here, but man look, I've had a bunch of questions about this charcoal basket right here. I'm going to show it to you one more time. 304 stainless steel. I like it. It really gives me a lot of extra fuel efficiency on my Weber Smokey Mountain because of the small holes that are all in this on the bottom as well. Those small holes keep the charcoal up out of the ash, so you get a lot longer burn time out of your charcoal. And if you like doing the minion method, they got this also that you can buy as an accessory for this charcoal basket, and this thing fits right in here like that, right in the middle, and you put your hot charcoal in the middle, and you put your unlit charcoal all around the edge here, which I'm fixing to do for you. Oh, and before I forget, check the links for this down below. It's made by Arbor Fabricating, and I believe I've got a discount code. I forget what the amount is off, but check the link down below. Just hit show more, and you'll see Arbor Fabricating down there. All right, let's get this baby loaded up. Going with some regular charcoal, Kingsford Blue, folks. This is what you call Kingsford Blue, the blue bag, original. There we go. About 3/4 of a bag. I'm gonna get the lit charcoal. And you pour it right down here in the middle. Just like that. Now it's about 3/4 of a chimney worth. It'll fill that thing up. Maybe get some wood chunks. Alright, now while I'm looking for my wood chunks, I ran into this out in my garage. I forgot I had them. Smoker bricks with an X on the end, folks. I've used these once or twice before. It's bourbon infused wood. This is white oak. That's what we're going to use. Pretty cool. And man, whew, that's a strong bourbon smell on there. All right, let me see. These are kind of small, so I'm going to use a good many few of them here. Probably about 8, something like that. There you go. Alright, so you got your wood on there, you got your charcoal on there. Now we got to throw this baby together. I got all my bottom vents wide open. There we go. And since we're using multi-level cooking, I do have the middle grate in here. I'm going to throw some water in the water pan that's sitting in there. Here we go. Got my top grate. I like to put my grates in here and get them all warmed up, and then I'll scrub them down, get them cleaned up, you know. But get them warm first. We're going to put the lid on this baby, and we're going to let it come up to temp. I'm going to be shooting about 250 Fahrenheit, somewhere in there, 275. And we'll be hooking up some probes to the meat later on too. Oh, you know what? I just hit my tripod. Anyway, the upper and lower levels on this Weber Smokey Mountain, in my experience when I've cooked on both levels and I've got water in the water pan, the middle grate, the one that's right above the water pan, is usually about 20 to 25 degrees cooler than the top grate. Okay, so your mileage may vary, but that's how my Weber Smokey Mountain acts. Again, we're gonna go rub down this meat, and we'll catch you right back. All right, guys, Weber Smokey Mountain still coming up to temp. She hovering right around 225 Fahrenheit right now. I got about a 3-pound brisket point. Kind of looks like a flat to me, but they labeled it as a point, so it may be wrong. I've got a local HEB grocery store here, and I mean, HEBs are our main grocery store, but they make a salt and pepper rub. That's what we're going to use. You can see how the salt and pepper rub is here. It's just the HEB local brand, and we're going to put that on the brisket. And I've got a local rub company, 512seasoning.com. Link will be down below, but he's got some really nice rubs, y'all. And this is a new one called Salty Sting. It's got a little bit of heat. I've actually had it on some pork before. We're gonna throw it on this pork butt. But Salty Sting, it's got, I don't know if it's got cayenne in it or something, but the heat kind of tones down as it cooks. But still, if you got young kids, you may wanna not use this. It's got a bite to it, is what I'm trying to say. You know, on the back of your tongue after you eat the meat. It's good though, real good. All his seasonings are really, really good. He's got a bold one that I love too. Whew, man. 512seasonings.com, and I appreciate you sending that to me. Pork butt. It's about a 5.5-pound bone-in pork butt, so it's not the full thing. It's about a half of one they cut in half. And the brisket, I think I mentioned, but if I didn't, it's about a 3-pounder. And let's get these things rubbed down here and get them put on the Weber Smokey Mountain. As y'all know, I like to go on with some Worcestershire sauce as my go-to. You can use mustard, oil, use whatever you want, folks. It's your cook. Don't use a binder if you don't want. It doesn't matter. And you don't have to go on heavy with it. All right. I haven't tried this salt and pepper before. Ah, come on now. It's gonna make me get all crazy with it over here. There we go. All right. Well, that's a nice blend right there, man. Looks like it might have a little bit more pepper than salt. So that's cool. I like that. Salty Sting. There you go. Salty Sting, folks. Y'all check that out. Really, really nice color. Got some chunks of some kind of spice in there. Alright. Now then. Let's get these put on the Weber Smokey Mountain, guys. Alright guys, we're up to about 200 on the Weber Smokey Mountain. And that's close. Close enough. I'm going to go ahead and stick this meat on here. And I want to try to sit both of these on one side. There we go. See, that way I can lay my rack of ribs right here, and chicken is going down below. And we'll come back later and put some probes in there. Yeah. Now, as this Weber Smokey Mountain gets up to temp, excuse me, let me get my rag here. Alright, back you out, get you up here real quick. So as the Weber Smokey Mountain starts coming up to 225 and approaching my 250 mark where I want to cook today, when it hits about 220, 225, I'm going to start closing those bottom vents down to about the width of a number 2 pencil. Y'all seen me do that before. And if I need to maintain 250, I'll probably totally close off one of the 3 vents. I do that quite often in the summertime. In the wintertime, you can leave them, you can leave them open. But in the summertime, it gets pretty hot, and a lot of times I have to close down 1 or sometimes 2 of the 3 vents on the bottom, just to try to maintain 250, 275, 225, whatever I'm cooking. All right. Ribs aren't going to take as long as the pork butt and the brisket, and also the chicken's just going to take a couple hours max. So I'm going to put the chicken on later, along with the pork rib. So bring y'all back here in a little bit when we're getting ready to throw the pork ribs on there. That'll be next. All right, we're about an hour into the cook, and I figured I'd go ahead and throw on these pork ribs here. The St. Louis cut. I'm gonna go on like I did before, a little Worcestershire. I already removed the membrane off the back here. And for today's rub on these ribs, I'm gonna try a new one. Uncle Steve's Shake. Y'all go check him out. His link will be below as well. Just hit show more. UncleSteve'sShake.com, I believe, is the website. Yeah, UncleSteve'sShake.com. This is his new one. Steve, I appreciate you sending this to me. This is a sweet and spicier, spicy R. So we're gonna give this a check and see how it is. Sure does smell good, Steve. Yes, sir, man. Steve got some really nice rubs, y'all. Just like that. Flip that bad boy over. Get back over here. Little Worcestershire. Something like that. And some more Uncle Steve's Shake. Alright. Folks, if y'all hadn't tried Uncle Steve's Gator Shake, you definitely got to check that one out. That is it's one of the best rubs I've ever had, man. That's good stuff. Got a little twang to it. Alright, let's get these thrown on the Weber Smokey Mountain. Alright, as you can see, we're holding about 255 actually. And just to show you how accurate this temperature probe is, y'all seen me use River Country. This is like a 5-inch dial, and I got the little short stem so I can put a turkey in there. Anyway, 258 was we're reading on the pit probe in there, so we're pretty close, man. There's the pork butt, 90 degrees, and there's the brisket, 138. Let's see what they look like. Still got smoke coming. Man, I wish y'all could smell that smoke from that oak. Oh, Lord. Got a real nice bourbon smell to it. That's looking really nice, y'all. I mean, I don't want to touch it right now, but it's looking really nice. Let's go ahead and throw our pork ribs on here. Just like that. Kind of stack them together. Just like that, guys. Put the lid back on there. Alright, bring it up here where I can talk to you again. I just wanted to mention it. It looked like maybe I was throwing that the wood chunks haphazardly into the charcoal earlier. But what I was doing, I forgot to mention it when I was doing it. But what I like to do so that I have some smoke at the beginning and at the end, I'll throw those wood chunks, some of them up close to the center where the hot coals are, and throw some towards the outer edges so that as the charcoal burns using the minion method, you know, it'll fan out as it burns towards the edges. That will heat the chunks that are out towards the edge later on in the cook. Now when I add the chicken, I'll probably go ahead and throw some more wood on there just to get some fresh smoke into the chicken, because usually about that time the smoke's starting to die down a little bit. But we'll check on it and see. Oh, and also 2-level cooking. I told you we're doing both grill grates on the Weber Smokey Mountain today. Now when you do that, make sure you put your poultry below in the middle grate. Put your poultry down in the middle. You don't want to have your poultry on the top and then have beef or pork in the middle, because the chicken drippings, as the chicken cooks, you'll get those drippings on your meat below. And you know, could not be good for you. Could make you sick. Okay, so just be careful with that. Always put your poultry in the middle grate and put your beef and pork on top. Now beef and pork, if you want to split levels with them, you can put either one on top of the other. It doesn't matter. But with poultry, turkey, chicken, duck, anything like that, you always want to put that low and put your other meats on top of it. Unless you're cooking 2 layers of poultry, then it doesn't really matter. Anyway, just another 2 cents from old T-Roy there. How about that? We're gonna keep cooking. We'll bring you back here in a little bit when it's about time to wrap the. I think I'm gonna wrap the brisket and the pork butt. we'll see. But I'll bring y'all back here in a little bit and we'll check on it. How about that? All right, guys, we're 4 hours in right now. I'm fixing to show you the meat. Here's the temps anyway. The pork butt and the brisket have been sitting at those temps probably about 20-30 minutes. Hadn't moved not even 1 degree. So they're in the stall. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap them. I think the bark is set on it. The color is looking really nice on them. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap them and let them finish cooking in foil. Let's take a look at them real quick. Show you what we got. There we are. Yeah, those are looking real nice, folks. Real nice. All right. Let's remove that. Let's remove this. Ribs are looking real nice. I'm gonna go ahead and spritz them. It's the first time I'm spritzing these. The ribs have been on, what, about 3 hours, I guess? There we go. Alright, let that baby come up to temp again. And folks, we're gonna let this keep going. Again, the brisket and the pork butter in the stall right now. No telling how much longer they've got, but anyway, we're gonna keep on cooking. We're gonna keep maintaining, you know, 225 to 250, somewhere in there. If it varies 15-20 degrees, I'm not worried about it. We're just gonna let it keep cooking. All right, we're 5 hours in. Time to put that chicken on. Let's go ahead and show you what we're working with over here. Take my lid off for just a second. Now, the only downside of using that middle grate is you have to take this upper grate off to get to the middle grate. Come on, there we go. Got my water bottle in the way there. All right, let's throw the chicken on there. I just got leg quarters and I already seasoned this up. I'm actually using, trying out a new rub that one of my friends sent me. He wanted me to check it out, so he's not selling it, and that's why I'm not showing you what it is. Now, so that I don't have to keep taking that upper grate off, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this ThermalWorks probe in there and hook it into my Smoke X4. Let's poke it right about here. There we go. Alright, put this upper grate back on, same way it was. Come on. There we go. Make sure my wires are good. Put my lid back on there. Man, that's looking good. Sure wish y'all could smell it. It's smelling really nice. Okay. That and that. Hook up my probe that I just put in the chicken here. Fortunately, this Smoke X4, it's got 4 probes. You know, one for your cooker and then 3 for your meat. So that works out pretty doggone nice. The other thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna throw in some more of these smoker bricks, because I want to get some smoke on that chicken, and the smoke's pretty much stopped. Oh, and I'm also going to open up the vents on the bottom so that we can get some more heat going, because I want that chicken to be nice and cooked. There we go. Alright guys, throw that door back on here in just a second, and we're going to let that chicken cook. Again, 1.5 hours, 2 hours. I'm just going to open the vents up and see what kind of temps we can get. I want a 275 or so, maybe a little higher. So we will get that going. And we'll check back here in a little bit. Alright everybody, we're 7 hours in right now on this cook. Bottom vents are wide open right now. I have not added any more charcoal, and the top vents stayed wide open the whole time. But 7 hours in since I put on the brisket and the pork butt, and as you can see right here from the top, we got the Weber Smokey Mountain. She's maintaining about 225, 230. Has been for, well, since I put the chicken on actually. And then we got the pork butt, still needs a little bit more to go. The brisket, I let it go up to 210, and I'm sure it's done. I hadn't probed it or anything. I haven't even opened up the lid on this Weber Smokey Mountain since I added the chicken. But pork butt needs some more. Brisket's probably done. And then the ribs. Ribs have been on for 6 hours, so I'm fixing to check them. And of course the chicken down at the bottom, it needs to go some more. So let's check and see what we've got inside the Weber Smokey Mountain. Let me get you a little zoomification here. There we go. All right. You know what? I forgot to get my, well, I don't need it. I was going to say, I forgot to get my probe. You know what I did forget though? I forgot to get me some tongs. Y'all hang on, folks. I need some tongs to check them ribs. Look at there. It's like magic. I could have been gone 30 minutes and y'all never know. It's just been a few seconds. Ha! All right. Let's see what we got. I know this brisket's done. Well, we can put that over there somewhere. There we go. So we got this. We're going to take this off. Pork butt still got a little bit to go. Let's check on these ribs. I think the ribs still have a little bit left to go. Chicken's got some more to go. All right, folks, we're just gonna shut her back down and not shut her down. We're just gonna put the lid back on. We're gonna let this baby keep on cooking. All right, it's another hour in. 8 hours on the pork butt now, and 7 hours on the pork ribs. Here's where we're at. Oh, and 2 hours on the chicken. So here's where we're at. Let's see, 198 on the pork butt. Brisket's off, so just ignore that reading. And then the chicken's 182, so we definitely know that's done. Let's check and probe that pork butt and just see where it's at, okay? Let me bring you down here so y'all can see what's going on. Get you a little zoomification. All right. Oh, and I cranked up the heat, opened up all the vents, and I kind of stirred the cold up a little bit, get them going. Watch out, Fifi. Watch out, girl. Oh, and I added some sausage too. Pork butt still feels a little bit tight. It's kind of loose around the bone right here, but it's still kind of tight on this other end over here. I'm thinking these ribs is probably done. They got plenty of good pullback on them. They look gorgeous. Yeah, these ribs are done, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and take these ribs off. Let me grab me some gloves real quick here. All right, ribs are coming off. Check that out, man. Don't that look good? Check my sausage here. My sausage is looking really good. I need to pull that chicken off. So we're going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and remove all this off camera and pull that chicken off. So all we're waiting on, which won't be much longer, is the pork butt. And the sausage still has a little bit left to go. All right, folks. I cut everything up. Moment of truth. Y'all check this out. This is my plate right here. Sausage, pulled pork, chicken, brisket. Brisket had a nice smoke ring, and so did the pulled pork right here. And of course the ribs. Yeah, baby. We're gonna give this all a try and see what's going on. And folks, don't forget, these rubs that I used today and the charcoal basket, check the links out down below, and please try all that stuff out. Very, very good. Just hit show more. Got to try me a little bit of brisket first. You're right, honey. It's very peppery. That rub from HEB is very peppery, y'all. I might have went a little bit heavy. It's not. I thought it would actually be salty, but it's more pepper. So maybe it's a 60-40 split on the pepper, or 70-30. It's very peppery.
Did he mention it was very peppery?
I think I mentioned that.
Okay.
Pulled pork. Had that 5-1-12 seasoning on there. Again, back of the throat. A little bit of heat, but not much at all. It's not like the peppery flavor. It's not like the pepper heat that you get from that brisket.
Good, I'll tell you that.
The pulled pork is?
Yes.
Good. That's a local guy that made that rub. 5-1-2 seasoning. It's very good. Rib. Let's check this out, folks. This had Uncle Steve's shake.
It's good. Real good.
Yeah, just plain old rib. Very, very good. Chicken. I know I can't tell y'all what this rub is yet. Hopefully, in the future, y'all figure it out.
Can't help you with the chicken.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Chicken. Well, I'll tell you what. That's some good rub. Hopefully this guy will make it publicly available, and I'll be able to put it on the channel so y'all can check it out. Order it from him. But everything's good. Even got a little bit of sausage here from the local Elgin Sausage Company in Elgin, Texas, just up the road. Beef sausage, real good. Not as good as Scott's though over at Texas Sausage Company.
Happy Father's Day!
Happy Father's Day, everybody. Folks, this is a fantastic meal. Appreciate y'all joining. If y'all like this kind of stuff, y'all give me some thumbs up. If you're not subbed yet, please go ahead and subscribe to Old T-Roy. I'd appreciate it. And doggone it, I ain't got nothing to drink. But anyway, hope you share the video. And when you do, please tell all your friends that T-Roy cooks responsibly. Cheers, everybody. We'll see y'all next time.